Hi, my name is Chrissy from Lux and Blume, and I'm here in the Moda studio today, and I'm excited to share with you my Project Jelly Roll quilt called Shift. And I've made it here in the Brookside collection from One Canoe 2. The pattern is free. You can find a link to download it in the description below, and you can also find more information about it in the blog post linked in the description. Let's get started. This pattern is really pretty easy and it's all one block. So you're just gonna make a bunch of them. You need one jelly roll and some background. And I'm gonna show you some tips on how to mark your pieces so that you can have great success with your blocks. This particular block starts with a 2.5 by 8.5 inch strip, and we're gonna clip the corners on both sides. So you're probably very familiar with marking a diagonal on a square. And so we're just gonna do that. And then we're also gonna be marking a diagonal on a rectangle. And you wanna make sure that you pay attention to the direction of that angle in your pattern. And I like to use the 45-degree line on my ruler. You can usually find it coming right off of a corner. And I'll use that and place it on the end of my piece so that I can mark this angle right here. And so I'm just gonna come through and make that mark so that I have a nice straight line to sew up against. We're gonna place our square on one end. We're gonna make sure that we're following the pattern so that we have the angle in the proper direction. And then we're gonna take the rectangle that we marked and we're gonna put it perpendicular, lining up that long edge and the short edge on the edges of our main piece of fabric. And this usually feels a little bit weird, but it's gonna work out just fine. And we've made sure that we've marked that angle so we can have it sewn at the right spot. I'm gonna take this over to the sewing machine. I'm gonna sew right next to the line, just inside of it, not quite on the line. That way, when I come to flip the fabric over, I have a little bit of room for the fabric to be folded down. Now that we've sewn right just inside those lines, I'm gonna show you how we trim away the excess and flip the pieces. So I'm gonna come over here with a ruler and a rotary cutter. I'm gonna mark a 1/4 inch from that line. Slice off that piece, you can use it for scraps, and trim this other side, just like this. Usually when I go to iron, I like to just finger press this first, and then I'm gonna press down. I'm not gonna be ironing a wrinkle out, I'm gonna be pressing up and down so that I'm not really distorting this fabric, so I usually will just finger press it over first, and then I'll iron both of these pieces, just like this. You'll sew 2 of those blocks together to make one complete unit. You'll make 71 of those units, and then you're gonna sash them into columns. Once you get these all made, you're ready to go, and you're just an hour or so away from finishing your quilt top. I hope this was helpful. If you're looking for more block-based projects and fun and easy quilts, pillows, table runners, and more, you can find me at Branch and Blume or branchandblume.com, and you can tag us with Project Jelly Roll or hashtag Shift Quilt, and I can't wait to see your projects.